large grass fire has burned more than 900 acres in Sacramento County. It has also burned some structures and threatened several homes.
The Excelsior Fire is burning in the area of Excelsior Road and Jackson Road, just south of the community of Mather. The whole area in the middle of a red flag warning.
Now, this is a live look at some of the damage left behind by the fire.
Crews are still battling this fire as we speak.
Good evening. I'm Luke Clary.
And I'm Alicia Machado. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Now we have team coverage with ABC 10's Gabriel Forrest and meteorologist Brendan Minchef on this fire and the red flag warning, the first so far this year.
And we want to start with Gabriel, who is live in Sacramento County as we speak, where residents have been forced from their homes. And Gabe, how are locals feeling right now?
That's right. Residents have been out of the homes for several hours now, for 5 hours at least. And it's been a stressful past 5 hours for them as this fire continues here. It's also, though, been a stressful time for first responders out here. But the good news is, as you can see, things are getting better. There's less smoke in the air and a more relaxed posture here on the ground.
From the air and on the ground, Sacramento County fire crews raced to stop progress on this wildfire near Excelsior and Jackson Road Sunday.
Bulldozers, hand crews, fire engines, and again our fixed wing and rotary wing aircraft all fighting this blaze.
Those efforts proving successful just after 2 p.m. What was once a towering plume of smoke reduced to a small cloud, but not before people were forced to evacuate from their homes.
We have not had any confirmation of any homes that have been lost, but we have had multiple outbuildings that have been lost. We're going to have more information as the night progresses and we can get into some of these areas that were heavily burned.
Even with control growing on this fire, the threat continues in the upper Sacramento Valley, including Butte County, where CAL FIRE Captain Dan Collins is stationed.
The relative humidity essentially dries out all the fuels that's in around it, and the wind creates basically fuel for the fire. So anytime you have low relative humidities and high wind, it's just a potential cocktail for a fire to start. And
that time is now. Those conditions force forecasters to put nearly 500,000 Northern Californians under a red flag warning.
Just be cognizant of the dry conditions and the wind that does persist with it.
While acres of land have already gone up in flames in Butte and Sacramento counties today, officials say there's more to burn, but they're hoping it won't.
If you are operating equipment, you want to do that before 10 a.m. when the temperatures are cooler and the relative humidities are higher. One less spark from you guys will hopefully cause one less fire for us to respond to.
And it's important to note here, we don't know what caused this fire quite yet, but those are definitely some good tips for anyone as these dangerous conditions continue and as so many fire crews are tied up here trying to battle this blaze here in Sacramento County. That's the latest live here in Sacramento County. Gabriel Forrest, ABC 10.
Yeah, it's an important message for people. As we know, so many of these fires are started by people. Thank you, Gabriel.
And we'll check back with you later in the newscast. Now, we want to turn things over to meteorologist Brendan Minchef. He's been tracking conditions. And Brendan, a bit of a windy day, but you tell me there is some good news here.
Yeah, there is some good news. If we take a look at the current wind gusts across the area, you're not seeing a lot of numbers populating, 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts in Vacaville. But the winds have finally died down, especially out near Mather, where that fire is, very close to that. You also notice the wind direction. The wind arrows are not coming out of the north anymore. They're coming out of the west. We are going to be seeing a delta breeze developing as we go through the evening hours here, and it's already starting. So San Francisco seeing 25-mile-an-hour wind gusts, 20 to 25 out in the Fairfield area. And notice we're getting these westerly components, west-southwest, west-northwest. That's indicating, again, that delta breeze is starting to kick in tonight. Now, that's good news for us today, but we're not going to have the delta breeze for tomorrow night. So this fire danger, where we've got these low relative humidities in the afternoons, it improves tonight with that pickup in the delta breeze, but that will not be the case for Monday, which is why the red flag warning has been extended both in time and in area. So before we were saying Sacramento County, Sacramento not included. That's not the case anymore. This red flag warning now extends all the way down to Modesto, which is not even on the map here. So from Redding to Modesto, we're looking at the red flag warning from now through Tuesday at 8 o'clock in the morning. So the entirety of the valley, even out through the Delta, is now in the red flag warning, because tomorrow, like I had said, we're going to have those north winds yet again. So the red flag warning now includes, I'll reiterate, everybody, Sacramento and the San Joaquin valleys. On Monday, winds are going to be out of the north, 25 to 35 mile per hour wind gusts, and then humidity single digit without that overnight recovery. I'll track all that on Futurecast a little bit later in the show, Luke and Alicia.
All right, certainly more to talk about here, Brendan. Thank you. And to get all the breaking news alerts, including fires, download the free ABC 10 app. You can get alerts like this story sent straight to your phone as soon as it happens. You can find the app on the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store.